Hello, guys. Let's talk about maps. Okay, so some of you are struggling with reading a map and understanding a map. So why do we even need maps? Well, they show where people and things are. They can include population, types of land, mountains, plains, resources, everything that you could ever dream of. They also show you how to get to the places that you want to go. And that is not the button that I wanted to click here. Sorry, guys. Okay, so if you will recall, relative location. It's the location of a place in relationship to another place. So your home has a relative location. Oh yeah, Miss Cantwell lives over by Jackson Middle School. Or, oh, Miss Cantwell lives over by the Target on Wyoming and Montgomery. So it's where you are in relationship to other places. So I want you to think about where you live and what you're close to. So you would say, oh, I'm close to the Albertsons over here on Montebeau. That's your relative location. Here's something that everyone is having trouble with, a map scale. So every map should have a little tiny line or something that says this length equals 1 mile. So it's called a scale. It allows you to measure distances between places on a map, and it shows the relationship of the distance on the land with a specific map. So here's a map scale. This space right here equals 1 mile on this map. Every map should have a scale. The worksheet that we did last week did not have one. Total bummer. Usually it's about an inch. 1 inch equals 1 mile. I don't know if you guys know this trick, but at the end of your thumb, where that first line is, that's about an inch long. So if you're reading a map, you can hold your thumb up to it and say, okay, this is about 1 inch, which equals 1 mile. Okay, so that's how you can measure on a map, by using your thumb. Okay, so on this map, where is the scale? How do we know how many miles? It's right down here on the bottom where this line is. So this line on the top here equals 50 miles. So if you put your thumb there and it's about an inch long, you could go, okay, that's 50 miles, that's 100 miles, 150 miles, 200 miles, okay? This is how you measure things on a map if you don't have a ruler. So the key or the legend explains what the symbols on a map represent. Each map is different. Lakes are usually some kind of a blue thing. Borders, highways, interstates, cities and towns are usually a circle or a dot. Every map has a different key or legend. If you're looking at some maps, especially the ones that are showing like state parks, they'll have camping. They'll have places where you can picnic. So you just have to look at the symbols and read what they mean, okay? Compass rose. Every map has a compass rose. North, south, east, and west. North looks like it's going up. South looks like it's going down. East always looks like it's going right. West always looks like it's going left. So you use the compass rose to give directions and find locations on a map. So these are the cardinal directions, the 4 main points of a compass: north, south, east, west. You can remember this by using this mnemonic: never eat soggy waffles. North, south, east, west. Never eat soggy waffles, okay? So on a compass rose, in between the north and the east, there's another point kind of going in the middle here. That's northeast. South and east, there's a point going kind of halfway down. That's southeast. The points south and west, there's one kind of going in between in the middle there. That's southwest. And between west and north, going kind of catty corner, is northwest. Many of you should know this because every single address in Albuquerque has the northeast, northwest, southwest, southeast in your address. It's built in there because we are, what is the word I'm looking for? We are broken into these regions, these areas, and that's how the mailmen know where to deliver your mail. Okay, so if you'll recall, physical and human characteristics. Physical is what a place is made of by nature. Landforms, water, the climate. Are there mountains? Is it flat? That's the physical characteristic. Human characteristics of a place are made by humans, like houses, bridge, parks, the bench at the park where this cute little puppy's hanging out. Those are the human characteristics. Maps always have symbols. When you're driving, you can always be like, oh, I'm starving, let's stop for lunch. And you can see symbols that let you know where there's going to be restaurants, gas stations, restrooms, parks, all kinds of stuff. Oh, and I hit another wrong button. What is happening here? Sorry, guys. Miss Cantwell's working on a new computer and map here. Okay, so here's just a regular map. What symbols do you see on here? So I see a tree, so there's a park here. These blue things are bodies of water. I don't think that you can see it. Maybe you can. There is a little circle with a graduation cap, so that's a university. And my gosh. Okay, so those are some symbols on a regular map. Can you find the key on this map? Let me zoom out here. The key or the legend is right here. It shows you the symbols of what everything is. We got some sharks in Old Town here. We've got some mountains and the fish. So before you start reading a map, you have to look at the legend. You cannot read a map unless you look at the legend first. The scale here says 1 inch equals 100 miles. So remember, your thumb from here to here is about 1 inch. So on this specific map, if you hold your thumb up to it, it equals 100 miles, and every map is different. Let's review. Latitude and longitude are imaginary lines that are used to identify absolute location on the Earth's surface. Latitude and longitude lines intersect with each other, creating a grid that allows us to identify the absolute location of places. Remember, absolute is your exact pinpoint location somewhere. So latitude measures distance north and south of the equator. So that one goes up and down. Longitude measures the distance of east and west of the prime meridian. Okay, so that is your map review. You guys have a worksheet here that I've created for you. Here's your legend right here with all the symbols, and your scale is 1 inch. 1 inch equals 100 miles. So you're going to have to hold your little thumb up to your computer screen, and you're going to have to answer these questions because it asks you how far one point is from another. Okay? If you have questions, I'm here for you. We really got to practice this map work so that you guys have these skills as for when you grow older. You may need to read a map one day. You just never know. All right? So go get started.